Hello Africa, this is eTV Ghana's African Women's Voices show. My name is Eunice Tonye and you're welcome once again to the show that tackles issues pertaining to women as they contribute to national development. How have you been? Well, I have missed you and I'm very sure you have been looking forward to our meeting again today. And we have another exciting topic which has to do with wellness. So please, I need you to grab your seats and stay glued to your TV set or to your phones or whatever gadget it is you're using to be able to watch us right now. Well, as usual, I'd like to say a very big thank you to all our sponsors who are making it possible for us to be having this show today. And as usual, first on the list is Chana Seto. Chana Seto is Ghana's #1 pepper sauce. So if you actually don't understand what Seto is in Ghana we love our spices and we make it in very special ways. Chana is one of the best. So whenever you come to Ghana or if you're in Ghana already, ask for Chana Seto. The phone number is right now at the base of your screen. Give them a call and ask for your bulk purchases, okay? And when you've tasted it, I would want to hear from you how it was and what the experience you gained from it. I also have got Liz's tomato mix, who is really making a revolution in jollof rice, in rice dishes, in wache, granite soup, palm nut soup, light soup, whatever it is you want to prepare with tomato mix. You need to ask for Liz's tomato mix. So if you've been using a particular brand, well, they've served you well enough. We need you to move them to the side and bring in Liz's tomato mix to your kitchen. And I tell you, everyone who tastes your cooking will know that there's a difference in what you've been cooking. I also have their phone numbers right now on the screen and I need you to pick it up right away. And oh, my hair is proudly put together by Awo's Hair. She made sure that I look this beautiful and I'm really loving the bounce. So if you need to make your hair in bleached form, or whether you want it maybe in braids or you want it something short, long, curly, wavy, whatever style it is that you want, I need you to call up Awo's Hair right now and let her know exactly what it is that you want. She'll take care of every hair need that you've got. And wow, I'm loving my lemon green dress from Afariwa Styles. Afariwa Styles is into contemporary ladies and gents outfits. So for those people who have always been disappointing you when it gets to dressmaking, they tell you that you should come and pick up the items on a particular day and you move there with all the confidence, okay, my dresses will be ready, only for them to disappoint you. Well, you need to pack those people now and move over to Afariwa Styles. How would you locate them? Very simple. They are very contemporary, so you can find them on Facebook at afariwa.styles or on Instagram still at afariwa.styles. If you also want to see them physically, they've got an office, or would I say a showroom, at Osu and also at Teshi at the container bus stop. They also offer delivery services and the items are already made. So you don't need to do any kind of, measurement and all of that. You just move in, try the clothes on. If it fits, you're on the move. They've also gotten gift vouchers so that it's easier for you to be able to gift people exactly what they want. With the vouchers, once they move in, they can find whatever it is they want in Afariwa Styles and then they move away with it. Afariwa, thank you so much for the revolution you're causing in the dressmaking industry. Now, I'd like to lead you to our infographics for the week, and we are going to be discussing domestic violence. So if we can have that on the screen for you to see. Globally, we have seen some stats that are really alarming, and our source is unwomen.org. And it says that 87,000 women were killed by intimate partners. That's really sad. 243 million women have been subjected to sexual violence. Less than 40% women report these crimes, and about $1.5 trillion estimated global cost of violence against women. This is really horrible. So this global statistics about violence against women is being brought to you by unwomen.org. So if you need to have a look at it again, if you go on our Facebook page, you will definitely find it and then educate yourself better on it. I'll be linking you up right now to our 60 seconds update segment where we tell you what's happening to women in Ghana, in Africa, and across the world. Once you're an African, we definitely will find you. So do stay tuned. Do not go away.
Obi, a Nigerian veteran actress, has revealed that her father refused to train her beyond high school because she was a female child. She celebrated her achievements and recounted her experiences while growing up when she took to her Instagram page and wrote, "Just look at the girl whose father refused to train after high school, that he had no need for a girl. The female gender is useless to him and can't carry his name anywhere. This girl child struggled all by herself and is a model, a former beauty queen, a famous superstar actress, a preacher, and now is a PhD holder in Christian education and ministerial arts." Beatrice Kangai, an online sub-editor at the Nation Media Group and an alumna from the 2018 Women in News Leadership Accelerator, was recently named Kenya's Journalist of the Year at the country's annual Journalism Excellence Awards 2021. She also took home the Investigative Story of the Year award for a daring cross-border foray, which she chronicled smuggled from Nairobi to Johannesburg. A Secondary High Court presided over by Justice Dr. Richard Osehre has ordered the Member of Parliament for the Jomoro constituency in the Western Region, Dorcas Afo-Toffee, to produce documents supporting the renunciation of her Ivorian citizenship within 10 days. When the High Court sat on Tuesday, 22nd June, Justice Dr. Osehre indicated that the defendant, Dorcas Afo-Toffee, had accepted that she had Ivorian citizenship but renounced it before contesting. The court therefore adjourned the case to Thursday, July 1st, for the substantive case to be heard.
Welcome back to eTV Ghana's African Women's Voices show. If you just joined us, well, we are about to get into the conversation that we introduced to you on social media. So if you've been following us, you find out that we made an announcement about having a discussion on wellness exams. We'll get a better understanding why we need to have this wellness exam. Because we found out recently, just about last week, that Christiana Mampo of CNN, she just came up and then she announced to everyone that she's got ovarian cancer. It didn't show any signs. It just popped up and then she heard it. Well, she's going through treatment and therapy, and she has really advocated and has been talking to people to ensure that they've gotten their wellness exams done. If you continually get to know what's going on in your body, it makes it a lot easier for some things to be detected. So then we looked around and said, who is really vast when it comes to knowledge about wellness in Ghana? And our lenses went round and round and round and got to Jowulu, and we found Lotus Detox and Wellness Center. When we got there, we made our inquiries and we really understood that they knew what they were about. And so we caught up with the CEO and invited her to come over to the studio to educate us better on wellness examination and how important it is to women. So ladies and gentlemen, join me as I make welcome the CEO of Lotus Detox and Wellness Center. She would give us her name and say a little bit about herself, the much she wants us to know. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Eunice, and good evening, everyone. My name is Mary Miskawi Kalmoni, and as you said, I'm the CEO of Lotus Detox and Wellness Center. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming around, and you are sparkling.
Oh,
we can really tell that you're really taking good care of yourself, and we hope
try
to get to where you are.
I try.
So you know what? Wellness is something we talk about all the time. Here in Ghana, for instance, and across Africa, if you see someone, you just ask the person, how are you? Are you well? And even when you want to send an email, if you're sending a WhatsApp message, you always want to ask the person how well the person is. It's part of our culture. However, in the practical sense, it doesn't look like a lot of us actually take care of ourselves and to get to know how well we are. So let's come down to the basics. When we talk about wellness, what do we really mean?
Yeah, as you mentioned, we are taught from childhood. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Then it's always the same answer. I'm fine, thank you, as if we have to be fine. It's not allowed not to be fine. However, a lot of us wish to have a different answer. You can't always tell people, but you wish to say, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I'm stressed. Oh, I'm not feeling good. Oh, I am overwhelmed. Oh, I feel lack of support. Oh, I have pains. But we can't say that. We always say, yeah, I'm fine, and it just passes on. And lots of times we don't even have any audience or anyone to tell how we feel. And this is really, this affects the well-being of people. You know, talking about wellness, as human beings, we are made of body, mind, and soul. All right. So the word wellness comes like means being well. To be well, we should make sure we are well body, our body is well, our mind is well, and our soul is well. And we only achieve total wellness when these three are in harmony. And we'll explain more about all this. You know, unfortunately, people mostly focus on physical aspects of health. And they say, okay, if I don't have any pain, or if I still can get up in the morning, go to work, do my, you know, what I'm supposed to do, then I'm well. I'm fine. And so they don't pay attention to a lot of symptoms that can pop up in life, and they just try to ignore them. And unfortunately, these symptoms that we feel are the way our body is telling us that there is something going on and there is something you need to pay attention to. Exactly. So the body is just reflecting what as I said, we are made of body, mind, and soul. Okay. So sometimes, and most of the times, our mindset, what we are thinking about, the worries we have in our head, the emotions we are expressing, they all affect our body. And if you want, we can discuss more into details how the emotions and the thoughts, you know, that's why we say it should be in a harmony. Because can you imagine if you are, let's say your body is really healthy, everything is fine, but you're always in fear or you're always stressed. Your body cannot be fine. So it will start popping up in different symptoms that you don't relate to your stress or you don't relate to your fears. You start looking for a medical reason for why it is like that. And that's where wellness is about relating the state of the body, the state of the mind, and the state of the soul, and understanding how they affect each other to achieve the wellness or the well-being of the person.
Okay, so from what you're saying now, we've got dimensions of wellness. Yeah. So like we've got the emotional, we've got the physical ones.
And the mental,
and the mental one.
Yeah. So if you want to ask yourself how well you are, you can do, I encourage people to do self-assessment, because sometimes we just ignore or we don't realize our own feelings, our own, you know, symptoms. Like ask yourself, just be alone and focus and ask, how do I feel? And most of us, we know
deep down how we really feel.
Yes, but we try to cover it up. I mean, it's okay. I'm overwhelmed, but it's okay. I feel like helpless, but it's okay. I am angry, but it's okay. I am afraid, you know. I'm worried. But all these things have health implications on our body and on our health.
So what is a wellness exam? If somebody says, okay, you need to have a wellness examination of yourself, what does that mean?
As I said, the first wellness exam, you do it yourself. Okay, you ask yourself, how do I feel? You know, there are some feelings. We are human beings. Every day is different. Every day we can have a different emotion. One day you are angry, one day you are sad, one day you are happy, one day you are excited, one day you are, I mean, it's life is never consistent and can never be on one level, which is normal. What is not normal is when there is a feeling which is always recurrent and is always like constant. I'm always in fear. I'm always in stress. I'm always angry. You know, that's where when it becomes what do you call it, like chronic feeling, it becomes an underlying cause of illness. So I need to first realize that, do I feel happy within? Am I relaxed? Okay, if I'm not, fine. It's not a problem. Not everyone is happy, but try to understand why. Am I annoyed? Am I afraid? What is it? Okay, so maybe if I'm constantly anxious, I need to address that. I need to get help. If I cannot, I need to think, what is making me feel like this? And if I cannot find out, I need to go and get an assessment and talk to the wellness people and try to, maybe the habits I've developed from childhood that are not helping me in terms of, how I go about my lifestyle, how I sleep, how I eat. So there's another dimension, which is our habits and our lifestyle. So there's our emotions, our habits, our lifestyle. Do we really pay attention to the body needs in terms of, eating balanced food? Do we pay attention to our diet? Do we pay attention to how much dehydration, whether we are dehydrated or not, how much water we drink? Do we pay attention to our sleep? So there are like 6 aspects of wellness, if you want to make it simple.
Oh yes, I'd like to come to that right after this break. She's going to let us know the 6 aspects of wellness. Do not go away. And you're welcome back to eTVGhana's African Women's Voices show. We have been able to understand what it means to be well. As we always say, how are you? I'm well. Now we have a better understanding. And she was going to tell us the 6 aspects of wellness, some things that we really take for granted. And I do not want to take much of the time. Let's take it away.
Okay, to simplify the concept, we can look at 6 aspects of our being or what we do in life. We should look, do we eat well? Let's eat well, drink well, sleep well, okay, move well, okay, think well, and feel well.
Okay.
So this is the first, as I said, this is self,
examination and all of that.
You ask yourself these questions. And by all means, not all of us, I mean, very few of us do all of them.
Especially when it comes to sleeping well. We hardly sleep, especially women, because you've got a lot of things to catch up with if you're the working type of mother. When you come back, you want to make sure that a lot of things are in place, and it eats into your sleeping. Yeah, and even when it comes to your dieting, we hardly get to eat the right kind of food because we are like, okay, today, I'm not feeling really hungry. I can sleep and wake up tomorrow morning and I'm moving. So it's not happening. Unfortunately, our lifestyle is not helping us to get in perfect, shape in terms of making sure we are following whatever we need to, because we need to be more with nature. We need to be, have time for ourselves, our relationships, our children, everything, because that all affects our stress and all this. But however, being aware of these things can help us adjust. And, within these days, okay, we cannot sleep 8 hours, okay? But we should try to sleep at least 6 to 7 hours. 6 to 7 hours? Yes, at least. Women, let's try to sleep 6 to 7 hours. And I'm talking to myself as well. Yeah, and in case today you didn't sleep 6, 7 hours, make sure you compensate for it. So when you are mindful about how this can affect your wellness, then you become, and that applies to everything else. Like, I mean, if you become mindful of these aspects that affect your life, you don't ignore drinking water, because now you should put it in your mind that, am I drinking well? I need to hydrate. Am I sleeping well? No, I'm not sleeping well. Okay, how do I do to sleep better? There are something, okay, let's not watch this movie. It's okay. I mean, sleeping is more important, And so these are things that with time, when you become more aware of how your body is and what are the wrong lifestyle aspects that we address in the wellness assessment or the wellness exam, it's very important that when you identify these issues, you try to do something about it. Yeah, okay, so let's go to the main question. When I walk into Lotus Detox and Wellness Center for my wellness examination, what is the scope? What am I, how would it be? Talk me through when I come in there. What do I expect to be checked?
Okay. You know, each one, as I said, is different, right? And since we are seeing that wellness is affected by how you think, your lifestyle, what you do, so we can never say that everybody is the same. That's why our approach in the consultation is personal and is holistic.
Okay.
So we ask you a lot of questions about issues that are not just where is the pain. No. It's, I mean, what do you eat? How do you do? How long do you sleep? Are you stressed? All this, because it's holistic. Okay. So when the client comes, what we do first is he consults with our Ayurvedic doctor, or she consults with our Ayurvedic doctor. But before the consultation, we run a full body scan. We have energy-based tests that shows on the screen about 36 functions of your body, of your body. That scan gives us a lot of ideas about, so even I won't ask you any question, or the therapist will not ask you any question, but you know a lot of things about your body.
You don't even need to go far, because when I visited, I had the experience.
Exactly.
And it was wow. When it looked through my entire body, it was able to tell me stuff I never knew about, even down to eye cell activity.
Yeah.
It was able to tell me
whether
that
you have eye fatigue,
yes,
or you know
that I
you
watch
have enough
TV
collagen
too much, and I've got to reduce, how I stay with my phone. Like, everything about me was assessed.
In general, because we can't talk too much in detail, but in general, the test gives us an idea about your organs function, how well they are, whether they are in the normal range or off normal. It gives us an idea about your deficiencies, vitamins, and some other minerals and essential things that you need. It gives us an idea about your toxicities, whether you have lead, mercury, arsenic in the body. And this is very important information, because we are a detox center, and this information is very important to know how to go about. If you want, we can talk about toxicity later on. It also can give us an idea whether you are stressed, because the way you analyze the results, we can know if you are stressed. And your digestion, very important, about how well you can digest.
So you may be eating the right thing, but you're not digesting well.
Exactly. You can be eating, you say, okay, I'm taking vitamins, but you are not absorbing, you are not digesting, you are not absorbing. And any food that is not digested becomes toxins, turns into toxins.
Any food that is not digested becomes toxin in your body.
Yes. And if the body is not able to eliminate the toxins, it will start hiding in the body and causing a lot of inflammation, a lot of problems,
I like the fact that you mentioned something around toxin, and this brings us to the conversation around, sometimes, maybe because we're not really fully aware, we find certain lifestyles that some women or some people adopt as luxuries. So somebody says, oh, I'm going for a detox, and it's like, oh, she's got so much money. I need a massage. I have to go, and have a massage. I need sauna. I need an ozone kind of service. And it's like, oh, it's for the rich people. You all feel like I don't need all those things. I have the sun to get my vitamin D, so I don't think I need a massage and all of that. Okay. So are those things actually luxuries, or are they really what will help us to, have or enjoy a better quality of life?
Let me move from the consultation bit, because once you know what is going on in your body, and for example, you know that your energy lines and your lymph nodes are not, open, and that's why you have these pains in your body. And if you know that you have a lot of toxins then you know that these treatments we offer in terms of massages or sauna is a need, is a treatment. It's not a luxury.
It's not a luxury, it's a treatment.
No, it's a treatment. Actually, most massages, though we like it because it's enjoyable, it's relaxing, and it looks like, it's like luxury. But if your blood circulation is not well, and the blood is what carries all the nutrients, the oxygen, and everything to your body, massages help to improve your blood circulation. Then why is it a luxury? It's necessity. Also, if you have stiffness in your muscles, so we were talking about emotions, how a lot of stress builds up in the neck here and in the shoulders and in the back. So sometimes you see, I have back pains and this, it's from stress.
It's stress.
Okay.
Wow.
So what is the solution? You do massages, you do sauna. We have several treatments that. So during the consultation, we can identify what is the thing that is keeping you unwell, or that you might, sometimes you are okay, but it might develop in something in the future, a kind of prevention. Okay, so if you have an idea that if I do this now, I will prevent having diabetes, I'll prevent having cholesterol, I'll prevent having osteoporosis, because these things show in the fat blood, in the blood, the level of acidity in your body and how your bones, the bone density and all this. So if you are in your even 30 or 40 and you know that, my bones are starting to reduce, and you start doing what is necessary for that, which is mainly reducing your acidity and making your body alkaline, and exercising and getting vitamin D and all this, then you've saved yourself from moving into osteoporosis on other issues. So this is where it becomes, it's a necessity to know. It's not just a luxury. And most of the treatments we offer at Lotus, they are health oriented. I mean, we have massages for pain relief, we have massages for stress relief, we have massages for detoxification, even we have massages for weight loss.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like where the conversation is going. Massages for weight loss. We have to go for another quick commercial
dry powder
break.
massage.
You see that she just mentioned that they've got different kinds of massages. So sometimes it's not all about, okay, just, massage. No, it depends. When you go for the consultation, they get to find out what exactly you need, and they give you the kind of therapy that is going to work for you. And it's also like a preventive measure as well. They get to see whether your bones are thinning up, or if you're not really absorbing food well, and they make recommendations to avoid future issues. Sometimes people come up with blood pressure, they come up with migraine, they come up with excess weight, and it's all because they did not have wellness exams in the appropriate places for them to be able to know exactly what they need to be doing or what they should not be doing to be able to live a better quality of life. Let's go for this commercial break. When we return, the conversation continues. And you're welcome back to eTV Ghana's African Women's Voices show, the show that tackles issues pertaining to women as they contribute to national development. Wow, women really do contribute to national development, and we are looking at why or how the wellness exams, are very important to them so that they can contribute, to the development that we are looking forward to. So I'm coming back to you. Can you tell us exactly what kind of issues that you've noticed is prevalent, amongst the women that always visit Lotus Detox and Wellness Center? So if you just generally look at it, if you can give us an idea, what do people really come there with?
Exactly. As I mentioned before, each one is different and has different aspects of their health to care about. But if I want to say something that is mostly common, and that causes different problems, separate, different, is the diet.
Diet.
It's a diet and digestive issues,
Diet and digestive issues.
Yeah. So many people have issues with constipation, for example, with the heartburn, with the, this kind of not being comfortable about, their digestive system. And that actually, I would say the digestive system is the core of health, core of well-being, because that's the system that receives first the food that we eat. So if it's not able to digest it, if it's not able to absorb it well, then we start having problems. Because you can be eating very good food, full of vitamins and things, but you are not absorbing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you think that you've got vitamin C, for instance,
yeah,
well, your
and
body
you're not
didn't
absorbing.
Get any.
So it's not that effective. It's not going to your cells. It's not going to you, or you are not digesting. You are not digesting. So, as I mentioned earlier, that any food that is not digested becomes toxic. Okay. Maybe you are digesting, you are absorbing, but you are not eliminating.
You're not eliminating. Ah.
You
So
know.
that's the constipation aspect of it.
Exactly, exactly. You know, our bodies are made in a way that we detoxify on our own, okay? We have the four detox organs in our body are the intestines, the liver, the kidneys, and the skin, okay? So whatever we eat is supposed to go, you know, into our intestines, and whatever is not useful for the body is eliminated. And also whatever is not useful for the body is eliminated through the urine, through our processed by the kidneys. And then the liver also takes care of all the other aspects of chemicals and all this that enter our body, you know. And of course, a lot of, when we sweat as well, through our. So what happens when any of these systems is not working well? We cannot detoxify. Okay. And sometimes we cannot even get the benefit of the food we are eating. That assuming we are eating right. But if we're not eating right, that's where the problem starts. You know, if you are giving extra oil, fat to our body, that affects directly our liver.
If you're eating extra fat,
yes,
it affects our liver.
Yes. And if we are eating too much acidic food, it affects the stomach and the intestine, and it gives us inflammation, you know. A lot of processed food in particular, meat and processed meat and processed food, there's a lot of processed food we consume these days.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the chemical component of that, the body cannot digest it, it cannot absorb it. So it becomes toxins.
So just taking you back a little bit, when you say acidic, are you looking at the citruses? You know, what is it do we take?
No, rather the citrus fruits turns our body alkaline.
Okay, citrus fruits
Yes.
rather turns our body to
Exactly.
alkaline, and we need alkaline in our
Exactly.
body.
Acid-forming foods mainly are meat and dairy products.
Okay, meat and dairy products, and we take that a lot here in the country because
Exactly.
I mean we are always taking, either we're taking beverages or we're taking, you know, our paps and porridges and all of that.
Exactly. And dairy products, we need to be very careful, especially with the adults, because a lot of people are lactose intolerant and they don't know that. And being lactose intolerant also affects the digestive system and makes it causes irritation, causes lots of bloating and other issues. Also, flour, white flour, is also a processed product that we consume a lot. It also causes intestinal issues, and it doesn't help us to digest.
Okay.
Okay.
So in other words, when people come in and they are having these issues that you mentioned, they're not digesting well, they're not eliminating, or they're not absorbing well, they're experiencing heartburns and constipation. So you begin to make recommendations as to what the person should be doing to be able to
First
stabilize.
of all, you know, we give a recommended diet, and it's mainly an elimination diet.
Okay.
It's not like measure this much and this. It's not calorie based. It's an elimination diet. And first of all, we tell them what the doctor tells them, what is it not good for them to eat.
Okay.
At least for a while, to treat the problem. No, maybe later you can start. What is not good for you, you can maybe eat it from time to time, but you shouldn't be eating it all the time so that you can heal.
Okay.
Yeah. What we didn't mention about the consultation is that in Ayurveda, they believe that there is 3 body types. Every human being has a different body type. There are 3 categories of body type. And that body type, we have the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. And depends, I don't want to go too much into details because I'll leave that one day for my doctor to explain about it.
Okay.
But your body type determines how well you digest your food. You know, how much ability your body has to digest the food and what type of food is suitable for you. Like some people, sour food is good for them, some is not good for them. You know, some pepper is good for them, some is not good for them. We all love pepper.
Yeah.
But some people, they cannot take the pepper because already their body fire is high. So it's like you start having irritation, skin problems, heartburn. It's
And you
from
have
pepper.
absolutely no idea that the pepper
It's
is
from the
causing
pepper.
it because you are enjoying
So sometimes
it.
simple tips we will give you will really help you a lot in your everyday life. You know.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I would like to let you know that we've got the Lotus Detox and Wellness Center vouchers here with us. And I'll be very happy to give it to anyone who is going to call in to either ask a question or make a contribution around the services or what actually is happening with, you know, the person, wherever the person is. So we give you a voucher for you to go experience this. And I think it's an opportunity you need to really grab. We're going to open the phone lines. And when we do that, please try and make the call so that you get to be part of the people who will be receiving the vouchers to be able to make a visit to Lotus Detox and Wellness Center. So, coming back to the conversation that we're having, we mentioned the fact that sometimes you enjoy a particular kind of food, but you have no idea that that food is actually doing certain things to you that you don't really know. So when we come for the wellness exams, we get to find out, based on our body type, what kind of practice we need to continue or what other kind of practice that we need to eliminate.
Based on your body type and the exam,
the
scan we do for you, because that, as I said, it can show us what you lack, whether you are digesting well, so we can tell, are you eating enough fibers? Are you eating enough grains, enough fruits? Do you lack vitamin C, vitamin E? You know, all these are very important, and most people need to alkalinize their body. And doctors, even now, the doctors say that there's lots of research about alkaline and acidic body, and sickness, a lot of illness cannot grow in an alkaline environment.
Okay.
So our ultimate purpose is to make our body alkaline. Because that reduces the inflammation.
Okay.
You know,
so
acidity causes inflammation is at the base of so many illnesses. Do you know that cholesterol is caused by inflammation?
Cholesterol?
Yes.
It's caused by inflammation?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Also diabetes. So inflammation is something, it happens inside us we don't know about. You don't feel it, but it's like irritation within. So inflammation is a main cause of so many illnesses. Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at why, you know, a wellness exam is important for a woman. I can even start with mine. The fact that women are juggling between so many things, home, office, you know, church, so many things we are doing all at the same time. And it's very difficult for us to be able to take care of ourselves and have a me time. Sometimes, even when you want that me time, it looks like mom is angry. Why don't you want to be with us? And there's so much burden and guilt on you that, okay, you know, well, no problem. I'm the mother. Let me just sacrifice and spend time and do this and do that. And then at the end of the day, you're not really taking care of yourself. You find a 30-year-old lady looking as old as a 45-year-old lady. And that's because you're not really taking care of yourself. That is why this is really, really important for, you know, for women to take notice of. I would also like to mention as well that part of what I'm taking away from what you're saying is the fact that we keep saying that we want women to be empowered, to be enabled to take up positions. If you are well, you can be empowered to take up these positions, because I mean, of what use is it when you get to that position and you're not well enough or fit to be able to actually do what you need to do?
That's why it's been a challenge talking to my clients about finding time for the treatment or for themselves. I understand that busy schedule, and sometimes I'm also a busy person, and sometimes I reschedule my appointment in my place 3 times. I do that. But at the end, you need to find time, because at that, let's take it as like a car. You need to maintain it.
Yes,
do you expect that your car to be working for you for 5, 6 years and you never send it for servicing?
No.
I mean, you need to find time and you know, little things you do regularly work better than leaving things when the problem is really big. Then the treatment has to be really, takes more time. It will even take you off your work for a longer time. So if you are aware and you do this early and you know that, okay, you know what, if I watch this, if I do this, if I go for this and I adjust my sleep, then bit by bit I start seeing good improvements.
Yes.
Because there's nothing like a magic pill Especially natural healing takes time.
It takes time. Okay, I'll be going for my final commercial break. When we return, we're going to be opening the phone lines, and lucky winners are going to go away with our Lotus Detox and Wellness Center voucher. Do not go anywhere. And you're welcome back to eTVGhana's African Women's Voices show. So I'm coming to Facebook to be able to acknowledge your presence. I see a lot of you are waving and telling me I am here. Please acknowledge my presence. You know, I can never end the show without coming to say a very big thank you to you and acknowledging all the beautiful things that you are doing on the on our Facebook page. So first, I want to acknowledge all those who are waving at us from across the world. I see various waves from Amsterdam. I see from Dubai. I see from Lebanon. There's a wave coming to us from Lebanon. I see from Mauritius, from Morocco, from Tunisia, from Tanzania. I see another wave from Ouagadougou. I see another wave from Liberia, from Senegal. Thank you all so much. And then I see some waves from Nigeria, specifically in Soka. I'm seeing another wave from Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Calabar. I see from Kaduna. You're all waving at us from various parts of Nigeria. Thank you all so much. Coming down to Ghana, let me pick up some waves. I'm seeing one wave from Alavanyo, that's in Volta region. I see you. I see some waves from Accra. I see someone waving. You say you're waving from Taifa, Burkina. Taifa, thank you so much that you're waving at us. We appreciate that. From Tamale, I see from Navrongo. I see from Laura, and I see another one from Sisala. Okay, all right. Thank you so much for joining in. And then I see a whole lot of you that I can't mention, but I want to say a very big thank you. And we are really acknowledge the fact that you are wonderful to us and for being on Facebook and watching and giving us all the comments and shout outs. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. We are opening the phone lines right now. The number is right now at the base of your screen. So please give us a call. It is 0555 65 7278. So give us a call right now about whatever conversation you want to have around what we're having, wellness. If you have a situation that you would like to put out for her to address, please feel free. And I have got my gift vouchers here. You see it? It's for real. Special gift voucher from Lotus Detox and Wellness Center. Okay? Nice. I need you to win it. And then you go and then you tell us what the story is after you've gone there and come back. We'll follow through the story. So let's get back to the conversation. I have someone who has asked a question, though. I think you should address that question. Her name is Celestine, and she's asking this question from Kumasi. She wants to know if someone who is coming to Lotus Wellness can also take medication that has been given in the hospital. Okay, we have our first call already. Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Good evening.
Yeah. How are you and where are you calling from? What's your name?
Thank you. My name is Ben. I'm calling from Accra.
Ben from Accra.
And yeah.
Okay.
I've been listening to the show, and I must say that it's been really, really eye-opening.
Thank
I mean,
you.
talking about the fact that the way we are so individualistic in the way we process even the things we eat, and I've learned so much. And I think it's one of the things that one of the steps that I would want to take to sort of have a very thorough wellness assessment, so that we do not take everything, I think, like generalize everything we eat and how we actually treat our body. It's really been eye-opening. Thank you so much for
you're welcome.
resource.
So you are first winner. So do not go off the line, okay? The producer is going to take your number and your details, and you come to our office here in Asylum Down. eTVGhana Studios in Asylum Down, okay? And then you pick up your voucher to make this visit, all right? So we wish you well on this wellness journey that you're about to start.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So can you answer the question for Celestine? She wants to know if you can combine your medication with whatever will be given to you at Wellness Center.
Of course, yes.
Okay.
Yes, usually our approach when someone comes, we never ask anybody to stop his medication.
Okay.
Okay, it's not right. What we try to do is give you treatments that facilitate the healing process, you know, so that with time you will see improvement, so you will be reducing your medication. And so of course depends what type of medication it is. you know. But I'm talking for maybe chronic diseases, if assuming.
Okay.
Some things we could do a replacement with natural stuff. But of course, chronic diseases like diabetes, and we don't ask anybody to stop their medication. We give them what they need to add to it. With time, if they feel better, they will, maybe the doctor will recommend that they can reduce the dose. Of course, and the ultimate plan for everyone.
Hold it right there. People want to have this voucher. We have a second caller.
Okay.
Hello, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, my name is Bella, and I'm calling from Mile 7.
Mile 7, Della. Please let us know what you want to say to us.
Okay, I would like to know where the Lotus
Detox and Wellness Center
is located.
Okay. All right. So please let her know where it is.
We are in Jaulu, not far
in
Jaulu, Accra, not far from special school.
Okay.
Yes, so, and we are on Google, so everybody can Google us, and then they know our location, the exact location, and maybe you can mention the phone number so they can always call us, and then ask for directions.
For directions. Okay, so Della, please, you need to call us back, okay? Even after the show, call us back because you have won yourself this ticket and we do not want you to lose it. This voucher belongs to you and it will also help you to get to know where Lotus Detox and Wellness Center is located. It's in Jowulu. And if you just go on your Google map and you just type it in, Lotus Detox and Wellness Center, it will just come up and it's going to lead you there, okay? It's not a difficult place to locate at all. So we've got 2 of them out right now and we've got 1 left. Okay, you know one thing I'm going to do? If we end the show because we are almost done with time, I will keep this for next week so that a lucky person will get it, all right? So my phone lines are closed now. And in concluding our conversation, you mentioned the fact that you can still have your medication alongside, you know, the treatment that you're getting at Lotus Detox and Wellness Center. Yeah. I am really enjoying this. Your phone number is already on the screen, and so people can pick up the number or call eTVGhana. We would see you through whatever you want. Our social media pages are also available for you to ask us any further questions, all right? And like I mentioned, I want to know what the journey is all about. When you go to Lotus, I want to know what happens there. I want to know. Please share it with us. Could you please give the final words to women as to why it is important for them to really have a wellness examination, and then we call it a wrap?
Okay. Yes, I tell every woman, please do not ignore any symptoms that you feel and you are worried about, that you feel is not going well, anything that is disturbing you in your life, and do not hesitate to ask for professional advice. Because, you know, when we feel something wrong and we don't know what it is, it becomes more like, oh, we are worried, we are, you know, confused. But once we do a consultation and it's pointed out to the person what is really the problem and how to go about it, from day one, she feels better. Because she feels that, yes, I now understand what is my problem and how to go about it. So it's really very important. And you shouldn't wait to be sick. We don't really treat sick people. We want them to be well before getting sick. If you are very sick, you go to the hospital. But if you do your wellness check early, it will prevent a lot of unnecessary medication and things that your body is not ready for. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. So we've got a Jara promotion from Lizzie's Tomato Mix, and it says Jewo 5. Jewo 5, okay? Buy 1 carton of 210 gram and get 5 pieces of the sachet of 70 gram for free. And this promo runs from 1st June to 30th July. So that naming ceremony, that party that you want to do, you know what? Go and get Lizzie's Tomato Mix so you get a lot of the Jewo 5, Jewo 5, Jewo 5. This show is proudly brought to you by very beautiful brands, Afariwa Styles, Awos Hair, Chanashito, and Lizzie's Tomato Mix. And today we were talking to the CEO of Lotus Detox and Wellness Center. So the repeat broadcast will be brought to you on Saturday at 12 noon, and on YouTube it will be uploaded tomorrow. Or if you missed it on Facebook, please go back to our watch party and have a look at it. Thank you very much for your company. Do enjoy the rest of our interesting lineup for you. Bye-bye.